Okay, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a quick love check-in, love reading for the week of Monday, March 9th through the 16th. So I've been posting weekly readings, love readings, weekly moon and angel messages. I do monthly full moon, new moon readings. I post a little mini daily themed reading every day, just a quick short message. And then I've been sprinkling in some more love readings here and there. A little bit of something for everyone. So if you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. Getting some more readings out there, different types of readings. I didn't really set out to do love readings all the time, but even in the moon and angel messages that I do, a lot of times it ends up being a love message. It turns into a love reading. So I just decided to start doing some love stuff. So like I said, hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And let's see what is going on for love the week of March 9th through the 15th. Okay. Make sure we get a good shuffle here. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck, we have difficulties. So jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to the success of this connection. So there could be some jealousy popping up during this week, or this could be a situation that's already happening that's impacting this connection. Let's see what else. Okay. So we have difficulties, but this is a very magnetic connection. Okay, this is a very strong, intense pull that the two of you have together. But because of this intensity of this connection, there is a tendency for jealousy, these difficulties. But be optimistic. Keep your mind during this time, during this week. Stay in a positive place. Don't focus on the negative or the bad. Focus on what it is that you want, and that's what you will attract more of. So this says, keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. So don't focus on whatever the difficulties are happening at this time or whatever is happening for this week. Try not to focus on the difficulties that are happening. Yeah, let go. Let go of the negative mindset and the difficulties, okay? Whatever it is that is creating confusion or jealousy or any type of difficulty, try to not focus on that. Try to step into a positive mindset and let that go. All right, what else can we get? What's going on? The 9th through, what did I say? The 15th. Okay. Yeah. Loyalty. Okay. So there is a sense of there being like a loyal, trusting connection here, but these difficulties with this jealousy, really someone I feel like is bringing in some baggage, like some damage from previous relationships. So there's some trust issues there or some jealousy issues. Take it as it fits for you. It could be you or the other person that you're dealing with. It would be different for everyone. You would know how it fits for you, but somebody has to really work on their trust and this sense of jealousy here, because there really is a sense of loyalty here. So I feel like this is unfounded, this difficulty and jealousy that is happening. What else? Okay. Yeah, so we have a sense of loyalty. Yeah, we've got karma at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is coming from the past, some consequences, cause effect. Like I said, there's some stuff being dragged into this connection from the past. This could point to past life type commitment with karma here. Yeah, so there is a sense of someone being really hurt and broken from the past, okay? And something that ended in the past with finality has led to this, like I said, this lack of trust, this jealousy, okay? And there is someone who has become obsessed almost with like overthinking and stepping into just this negative, it's getting like almost an addiction to that like negative toxic pattern in relationships, and it's being transferred, like I said, from the past relationships to the current relationship, this current connection. But there is a sense of loyalty here, and there is something. I have the family card here, which says fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. This maybe could have to do with pregnancy for, you know, some of you. I don't normally take this card as a literal pregnancy. For me, that's something is being created. This is a time of fertility. So this is a time where something can be birthed or created in this connection, or there is something manifesting or coming in this connection. We're going to get a little tarot. What else? Yep. Okay, 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this is like an abandonment wound. This is somebody who felt left out, who is possibly triggered very easily, and that abandonment wound can be, like I said, triggered or brought up very easily, and this is leading to these trust issues and this sense of jealousy within this connection. Okay. So yeah, we have the 5 of Pentacles, like I said. So that's like an abandonment wound that needs to be healed. So there needs to be a shift from this thought process of lack and being left out and focusing on the positive, okay? So there needs to be clarity, okay, with Ace of Swords here. So clarity and truth need to be brought to this connection. Maybe it's just like, you know, a real sit-down, heartfelt conversation to bring clarity to the situation, but somebody's holding back with 4 of Pentacles, okay? Instead of holding back on having like this communication, what really needs to be built is a solid foundation. Now, the 4 of Pentacles can also be about building that solid foundation. So I feel like somebody's holding back from truly communicating, but this clarity needs to be brought out, okay? So that both people in this situation can feel safe, okay? I feel like there's a lack of communication, which is breeding this jealousy and these difficulties, okay? But there is great, like 9 of Cups, like this is like happiness, wish fulfillment, 10 of Pentacles, and I feel like with this fertility card with the family, like this has potential to create like happiness and a sense of family and abundance. And with the Chariot card, this is determination, moving forward. With the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck, things are kind of stuck right now because of this difficulty. So there really needs to be this clarification and this clarity, okay? So that things can move forward and that shift can be made from this jealousy and lack of trust into feeling more secure and moving forward in this connection. All right, let's get a little bit more here. Okay, bottom of the deck, marriage, sacred union. Like I said, I feel like there is something manifesting, being created in this situation, but there's just these like tweaks that need to be made. I keep saying it, this shift from the negativity and the difficulties and the jealousy. There just needs to be like open communication and clarity brought to the situation that there is loyalty. Like this is a loyal, safe connection. So this person who has suffered like this trauma from the past that is like dragging it into this connection just needs some clarity and safety to feel that it's okay to trust in this connection. What else? Okay. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have peace. So that's like what I've been trying to say. There needs to be a sense of peace here to like what I feel is overthinking and this projecting fears from the past into this connection now. So I feel as though in the past, this trauma that has been brought into this current situation dealt with either cheating or a third party or something like that. And now there is this fear. All right. And one of the people here, whoever it is that is carrying this trauma, this baggage, has gone silent, either has been silent or is silent at this point. And they're very non-committal, probably pulling back, like, you know, they get drawn in because this connection is very magnetic. They get pulled in and then they pull back. They're non-committal because those thoughts start seeping in from the past of being cheated on or there being a third party situation, and they end up going silent. Okay. So I feel, like I said, some communication could clear some of this up, but at the same time, you know, at some point in time, it may not be like our fault, like the damage that is done to us by other people, but it is our responsibility to take care of ourselves and heal ourselves and not dump all that trauma onto someone else or drag it into another relationship. So to a certain degree, like, I have compassion. I've been through it all. I've seen it all. And I can have compassion for someone who's, you know, been hurt and has trauma. But like I just said, to a certain degree, we have to own our responsibility of ourselves at some point and do that healing, do that inner work. Because now what happens is people get involved with other people and they just start spewing all of their trauma onto another person. And now they're hurting another person and playing with someone else's emotions, right? So, like, I can have compassion and empathy in this situation for whoever this person is, whether it's you or the other person. But at the same time, like, make a decision. If you're not ready to be in a relationship or you need to go heal, then just go away. And, you know, it's totally up to you what you want to do. If you want to wait, if you want to try and, you know, communicate with this person to, like, because like I said, there is a strong sense of like happiness here, but you can't force someone to do the work. You can't force someone to heal. You can't force someone to get better. So I would just be careful how much time that you are investing into someone without like having concrete proof and evidence that they are actually trying to do the work, trying to heal so that they can actually have like an adult, healthy relationship and communicate with all of this like emotional baggage and jealousy and difficulty from the past that holds things back. All right, just my little spiel. What else can we say? Yeah, caution, get more information. So, you know, like I said, I feel like there's a conversation that needs to happen here. What else? Okay, yes. So at the bottom of the deck, I have narcissist here. Now, that's not to say that someone is a narcissist in this situation. I feel like that word is, you know, thrown around a lot these days. Now, with that said, I do think a lot of people can have narcissistic personality traits or tendencies without being a full-blown narcissist. When I get this card, how I take that is someone is just really living from their ego right now. They're stuck in that past mindset, that fear, that hurt. Okay, so this is showing that whoever this person is on what, like I said, whatever side of the story you fall on, there's a lot of ego involved here. Okay, and this person is still figuring things out currently. And I feel like that's what this caution, find more information, is about. This person is still in the process of like trying to figure things out, how to move forward, what it is that they want. And I have pregnancy again. Okay, so for some of you, maybe this does involve an actual pregnancy. Maybe there was a third party situation and someone did become pregnant. Like I said, I don't typically take those cards literally. That to me is saying that something is being manifested. There is something coming in this connection in the future. And someone is reminiscing. I do feel like you are probably not in contact with this person right now. I feel like somebody is heavy in their thoughts, deep in their thoughts about the other one right now. There's a lot of reminiscing going on. And I think that, when we're in our heads like that a lot and thinking about something over and over again, that actually can produce like manifestation. Like, people don't realize how much when you're, focusing on something over and over and over again, like, you actually create that, you're manifesting that. And I feel like whoever it is that is kind of obsessing about this, or like heavy on their mind and heart, is actually like manifesting something to happen in this connection. Let's see. Yeah, signs and synchronicity. So you may be seeing signs about this person. They may be seeing signs about you right now. What else? Whoa. Okay. So we have signs and synchronicities. Yeah. So this does involve a breakup. Like I said, yes, we have ex-lover here. Breakup. Okay. Things might seem unknown right now with the mystery card, but I do feel like there is healing happening behind the scenes, and someone is going to receive a text message. Like I said, I feel like there's an element of silence right now, but someone I feel like is going to reach out to the other, because they want to bring healing to this, or this person is going through some healing themselves right now, and they want to bring peace to this situation. And I feel like they want peace within themselves too, because I get the sense that this person wants this connection, but it's just this, like I said, this baggage from the past that's just being dragged through this situation. Like I said, I mean, I don't ever advise waiting on anyone to do their healing or whatever. I would just focus on you and do you in the meantime, but that's up to you, because obviously if somebody's running away and their actions are not showing their ability to commit or to have a healthy relationship, what are you going to do if those actions and behaviors are not there? But it is up to you what you want to do. Let's just get some romance angels. Bottom of the deck, we do have soulmate. So this does, like I said, this is a magnetic connection. This is a soulmate connection. There is potential and energy for there to be a lot of happiness here. Wish fulfillment with that 9 of Cups and 10 Pentacles. What else? Okay. So we have soulmate. Yeah, pay attention to the red flags. It says the signs are cautioning you. So yeah, like I said, this jealousy, that it's these red flags, is just this baggage that's being dragged into this connection from the past. Really, like I said, just pay attention. If someone's not able to show up for you in a relationship the way that they need to in a healthy manner, you have to take things at face value. And forgiving and learning, okay? As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So like I said, this is a lot of stuff that's from the past being dragged into this connection. And maybe this stuff from the past happened within your connection with each other. Or this is a past relationship of one of you that is being dragged into this connection. I'm getting both. So for some people, it could be stuff that happened between the two of you in the past. And for some people, it could be something from another different relationship that's from the past that's being, dragged into this connection. In any way, pay attention to those red flags that are still lingering there. Whatever, difficulties and jealousies are still lingering, this narcissistic type tendencies or behaviors, and like I said, all of that negativity needs to be released. The healing needs to happen. This stuff needs to be released, and there will need to be forgiveness within this connection in order to move forward. And I do, we have the Chariot. So there is a sense of positive movement forward, and 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, and 10 of Pentacles, which is like happily ever after. So there is a sense of happiness, wish fulfillment, and stability for this connection, depending on if the healing is done and, how much truth, clarity and communication can happen between the two of you in this connection. I'm just going to get a few letters here. Okay. I've got F, A, E, U, G, D. I've got 3 U's total. So somebody could have like double letters or like multiple letters in their name. We've got 2 A's as well. C, Y, and Z. So these could be initials for you or the person you are involved with. Let's see, do we have any words for like a little word scramble? I'm not seeing. I'm really not seeing any words that we could make here. Nope. Okay, so those are just some letters that could be confirmation for initials for you or your person or whoever you're dealing with. Let's get a couple of zodiac signs. All right, we've got Aries, Leo, Cancer, and Libra. Okay, so these could be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Okay, this could be for you or the person that you are connecting with. Let me just get you a charm. Oh, we had one fall out here. All right, we have a watermelon. So this tells me that there is, something very sweet about this connection. This could be very fruitful, this connection. And something maybe about summertime, since watermelon is, most popular within the summer. Summertime may be important to this connection. Maybe you met during the summer. Maybe something during this upcoming summer may be happening for this connection. And then I've got just a little flower that looks like a daisy. So someone may have, bought the other flowers. Daisies may be someone's favorite flower within this connection, or daisies or flowers could be significant or important to this connection somehow. But these are your messages, love messages for Monday, March 9th through the 15th. Let me know in the comments how this resonates for you. Hit the like button. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed already, that would be greatly appreciated, and I will see you back soon.